Hi, we're at the Fairfield Cricket Club Pavilion at Fairfield, Victoria. I'm here with Wayne Bradshaw and we're about to do a wheelabout along the Merri Creek from Heidelberg Road down to Dights Falls and back. Wayne, you like a bit of push, don't you?
Oh yeah, I've always done that push, but I've always pushed it from the Fairfield side, and today I'm going to push it from the Clifton Hill side. It's a new experience for me and I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Great. Well, why don't we just get going? You can push and I'll get behind the camera.
Beautiful. Sounds good.
Our walk will take us up Yarra Bend Road to Heidelberg Road, then west over the Merri Creek to the Clifton Hill side. We'll follow the Merri Creek Trail down to the Yarra River at Dights Falls before crossing back to the east side and heading back to our starting point. All up, the circuit is about 4 kilometres. There is a shortcut before we reach Dights Falls, which could save about 1 kilometre. Some parts will require some hard pushing by a solo rider, and any assisting pushers will require at least average strength and fitness. There are a number of car parks around the trail, and being a circuit, you can start and finish at any of them. There are also some accessible toilets along the way. Instead of heading up Yarra Bend Road, we might have cut around the Westfield Oval on the other side of the road, but the gravel paths there are not suitable for wheelchairs. From the bridge on Heidelberg Road, we can see how deeply the creek has cut into its surrounds. After the bridge on the Clifton Hill side, we turn south onto the Merri Creek Trail. Along the way, we pass a quaint bluestone building. And a revegetation project. We also see evidence of early bluestone quarries, as well as a bluestone labyrinth. A little further on is a touching memorial to a young Irishman murdered here in 1997. Sitting on top of the rise to our right is Quarries Park. We can now see the car park on the south side of Quarries Park. At the other end of the car park is an accessible toilet. We also have a nice view of the city skyline. Just below us is a pedestrian bridge across to the Fairfield side. This is the shortcut back to the start. However, we're going to push onto the Yarra. It's a bit of a tough push uphill before a long downhill run to the Eastern Freeway and Dights Falls. Here we stop for a look at the falls and at the remains of a man-made channel in an old flour mill. There is another car park and an accessible toilet just above this area, but it is a steep push up to it. We are now coming to the lower of the 2 pedestrian bridges. From the bridge, we get a good look down to the Yarra and back up Merri Creek. Across the bridge, we take the main Yarra Trail northward and follow Merri Creek. We soon pass the other pedestrian bridge and continue along the trail. On reflection, it would have been a shorter and flatter run to have come across to this side via this bridge and pushed from here down to Dights Falls. As we reach the higher and flatter area on the Fairfield side, we can look back across the creek to Quarries Park and the magpie logo cut into the hillside. Through the bushes to our left is a lookout high above the creek. However, the path to it is across some rough ground and made inaccessible to wheelchairs by overgrown shrubs and by concrete serpents laid into the path. Further along and just over Yarra Bend Road is Melbourne Polytechnic. There is a cafe and accessible toilets over there, but a gravel path, an awkward gate and a high curb stand in the way. Coffeeless, we continue on the trail, eventually coming back to Yarra Bend Road. Is in a short distance to the cricket pavilion where we started.
Well, we've done the walk. We're now back at the pavilion. How do you think you went, Wayne?
Oh, it was a very tough but very enjoyable walk, and it was probably more challenging from the Clifton Hill side than the normal route that I take down to the Fairfield side, that just roll down Dights Falls. It was quite tough, but I made it. I'm a bit of a strong bugger, so I was strong and determined, so I made it.
Well, that's it for today. Thanks for joining us on Wheel About, and hope to see you out there wheeling about soon.
Supporting people with spinal cord injury. It's about life.